Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is tomato basil orzo. Let's go ahead and start by prepping our garlic. And while we're doing this, make sure you start preheating your stainless steel pan. If that's what you're using, you can also use a non-stick pan. Either one will work for this. So I'm just gonna go ahead and smash 3 garlic cloves. And now we're gonna do a kind of like a rough mince. Doesn't need to be very fine pieces. You can also just use the minced garlic from a jar if you don't have 3 garlic cloves. And of course, all the measurements will be in the description below. I'm also going to prep some basil. So I have my fresh basil and I'm just gonna rip the leaves off. We don't need the stems in our dish. And I'm just gonna kind of bunch it up all like that. And again, do like a rough chop just to kind of make them a little bit smaller pieces. If you want to slice it finer, you can, but I kind of like these larger pieces in there when I'm cooking the orzo. It just comes together much nicer. The last thing I want to prep so it's ready to go is I have some Parmesan. So I'm going to grate some Parmesan. I prefer to use the freshly grated Parmesan. If you want, you can already buy it pre-grated. Either one is fine. And if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below and also like this video while you're at it. I have my stainless steel pan, which has been heated. It's ready to go, and I've done the water test. So now I'm gonna add a little bit of olive oil. Just a tiny bit. We're gonna spread that evenly in the pan. Just give it a second to heat up. And I have my stovetop on a low heat setting. I'm going to add in my garlic. And we're gonna give it a quick like 30-second saute just until it gets fragrant. We don't want it to be like completely cooked. Now that it's nice and fragrant, I'm gonna go ahead and add my grape tomatoes. You can use grape tomatoes, you can use cherry tomatoes. And I'm just gonna cover it with the lid and let it cook for maybe about 30 seconds just so it can start heating up. Our tomatoes are starting to blister. They're starting to develop a nice color. And so at this stage, I'm going to season the pan a little bit. We're gonna do some black pepper. We're gonna do some salt. A little bit of dried oregano. Just a little bit for the flavor. And a tiny bit of mild paprika or smoked paprika. And I'm also going to add about half of the amount of my basil so it can come together and absorb those delicious flavors. And you're gonna keep sauteing this for another about 30 seconds or so. Now, as your tomatoes are cooking, you can gently start pressing so that all that juice can start coming out. Don't force it so it's not gonna like explode in the pan. Just gently press it and the juice will come out naturally, just as the tomato heats up. After about 30 seconds, we're gonna add half a cup of our orzo. I wanna give it a really light toast and kind of let it mix in with the tomato and the basil and the garlic, just so it can start to absorb all of that amazing flavor. And I'm gonna keep crushing my tomatoes slightly. You can see that our orzo has now that gorgeous color. I'm gonna crush those tomatoes just a little bit more. All right, and we're now gonna add our chicken bone broth. You can also just use vegetable stock if you wanna keep this completely vegetarian friendly, but I wanna get that protein and all of the amazing vitamins that come from chicken bone broth. And I'm using the one by Kettle and Fire, which is on my Amazon storefront if you wanna purchase it. Also, if you're interested in what pan I use or any kind of the stovetop, everything, all of it is on my Amazon storefront, so go ahead and check that out. And I always mention this, but if you want any discounts on products that I absolutely love, and they're all things that I eat or that I use on a daily basis, go ahead, check out my discount codes that are in the description below. So now that we've added our chicken broth, I'm gonna go ahead and raise the temperature because we wanna bring this up to a simmer. We're gonna let the orzo and all these flavors cook together in the chicken broth for about 8 to 10 minutes. You basically know that it's done when the orzo has absorbed all of the chicken broth. And I'm just gonna cover it with the lid to kind of speed up the process of the heating. And actually, before we do that, I'm gonna add a little bit of extra salt because we didn't add too much in the beginning. Of course, depending on what kind of chicken broth you're using, there might be more or less salt, so it'll just depend on your preference and, again, the kind of broth that you're using for the orzo. And now that this is coming to a simmer, go ahead, set your timer for 8 to 10 minutes. Here is our delicious dish. It just smells absolutely incredible. Mine took 10 minutes to cook, and you can see it is super, super creamy, but we are not done yet. So now I've taken it off the heat. You don't need the heat anymore. And with the residual heat, we're just going to heat up or cook our leftover basil that we had chopped. And I'm also going to add in the freshly grated Parmesan. And we're gonna go ahead and mix all this in, and just that residual heat from our orzo is going to cook and heat up our basil and cheese, so it's gonna get even creamier and more flavorful. And once you've mixed this, go ahead and plate. And there you have it, a delicious, flavor-packed tomato basil orzo. It's creamy, it's simple, and it looks absolutely incredible. I cannot wait to dig into this. Let's get a nice little bite right here. I mean, it's just a perfect combination of flavors. It's comforting, and it's just kind of one of these easy showstoppers that if you made this for a dinner party or just for dinner, it feels restaurant style, not for the restaurant price, which is exactly right up my alley. Can't wait to dig into this. Cheers, guys. Absolutely incredible. You guys are gonna love this recipe. Let me know what you think down in the comments below, and thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. Also hit that notification bell to never miss a tasty upload. Till next time.